back in Tony's garage, but we're not back in Tony's garage. Well, it is Tony's garage. But today I am testing a Powerline adapter. So it's kind of a different setup. It's the Powerline DHP 700 AV. And I think you're going to enjoy this video if this was something that you're thinking about purchasing. Because it works. Doesn't work like suggested. You're not getting 1,000 megabits per second, but you'll get 200 depending on your wiring. To demonstrate this, because this is quite fascinating to me, this is my first test on this D-Link DHP 700 AV 2000 Powerline. As you can see, I'll zoom out here. I have this hard line in there, hardwired to this, obviously. Well, there's no other way of hooking it up. And this is hooked up to my router. The wire goes in the wall and goes upstairs, actually. But I wanted to show a speed test with this because I've heard such mixed stuff about it. And as you can see, I have my wireless disabled, and this is what it's connected to here now. This was the first test I did, so I got to mimic it again or try it, see what we get. Because if that's any indication, I'm just blown away at this. This is incredible. And look at this. This is through the friggin' power line. Incredible, guys. Absolutely incredible. Now, this is obviously no distance away from each other and obviously on the same circuit. So I'm going to try this. But, I mean, to get 350, 360 download, that's impressive. I mean, I know that's only comparable to, well, actually, I'll try that now. It's the next thing I'm going to try. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, this is the number I got hooked up to the D-Link DHP 700 AV. Now I have unplugged that, as you can see, and now I'm hooked up to the same router via Wi-Fi. So I'm going to do another test now and see what I get on this laptop via Wi-Fi to the same network. Just for shits and giggles. Can you fucking believe this? This is impressive. So via Wi-Fi, same network, I'm getting 79. Am I hitting 80? No, I'm getting... So there you go. Impressive. Very impressive. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm very impressed with these. And I got to say the hookup was plug them in. I did nothing else. Literally plugged them in. Nothing else. No setup whatsoever. Okay, so I'm hooked up now, farthest point away from the router in my home, and I'm hooked up to the wireless TP-Link, and I'm going to do a Wi-Fi test here now. Okay, so I'm getting 40s up in my bedroom. Wow. I thought actually the signal was better than that here, but obviously it's not. So the next thing I'm going to do here now, this gives an accurate read to this. I just want people to see what these are, and if you're thinking about buying it, this is actually how it works. So now I'm going to, well, I'll stop the video and I'm going to switch over and disable my wireless and plug it directly into my network card. Okie doke, so here we are. I have my wireless card disabled, and I'm now connected via that same network, TP-Link 468, and as you can see, I have the wire ran up into the computer, and now I'm going to do a test, speed test again. Let me just close this, and let's see what we get up here. I haven't done this yet, so I really don't know what I'm into. Ooh, ping of 19. Wow. Well now. Well, now, isn't that interesting? So on a different circuit, this is what you end up with. Still a little better, but not by very much. And look at this. Upload is wicked. Well, not wicked, but I think I'm going to have to try that again because I had just connected it. Maybe it took a second. Let's do this again. $27 now. Okay, she's climbing a little bit, but not much. Why is the upload so much higher than the download? Isn't that bizarre? Okay, I've re-enabled my wireless here now. I'm hooked up to the same network again, and we're gonna do a test, see what we get. And the whole point is, there's any improvement from Wi-Fi. If you got a weak Wi-Fi signal, wow. Well, see, now as you can see here, we're getting 30 via Wi-Fi, and we're getting 200 hardwired. It's an impressive bit of technology, no doubt. Not to mention, look at the upload. Holy shit. Really, really interesting. Okay, so I've disabled, as you can see, my wireless network card in it. I now have it hardwired from the network over to the DHP 700 AV, and let's go and do a little speed test again. See what we get here now with this. So, you know, I've seen numbers that seems to be around 200 comfortably. Okay, and it's the same way with both routers. There seems to be a dramatic difference depending on where you're plugged in. So I know this is not on the same circuit as out in that room where the router is to, but this is on the same floor. It's about 40 feet away, I'm guessing. So there you go. So I mean, what can I say? The only other thing I really wanted to show everybody. Okay, here we go. This is the DHP 700. Now, as you can see right now, we have. Oh, okay, because it's unplugged now. So just let me show you. Plugged it into the laptop, and now we have all three lights. But I just want to show you how well this works and how easy it works. So I've unplugged that one, right? I'm going to walk over. And here's where I have the other end of this hooked into the Bell one, 3000, and it's right here. So now I've unplugged this one. So yeah, well, let's do this for shits and giggles. We'll switch them up. I just want to show you how easy it is. I did nothing with these, nothing but plug them in. That's it. So you know, as you can see, I have this one here. So I'm going to take this one and plug it in here now. And I'm going to plug it in here. Done. And I'm going to take the other one that I had out here by the router. No, the other one that I had up by the router. This was the one I had plugged in here, this one. I just want to show you how simple it is to hook these up and how quickly they work, right? So I'm taking that and shoving it in here. As you can see, there's a reasonable distance. And let me just, can't see it. Okay, so I've plugged them in. Got the network wire plugged in now. And I'm guessing that right now we have 3. Can you see it? There's the 3. So she's up and running now. As simple as that. So if you purchase those and you want it to use them, this is what you'd have to do. Simple as that. There's no setup, there's no network settings, there's no and as you can see, here she is, and I can show you right now that I'm now, well, actually I'll have to disable my Wi-Fi to do it justice. So disable that, and let's go for a speed test, because that's how simple it is to get these babies working. I mean, from that perspective, I don't think there's anything on the market that is that plug and play and that simple. Anyway, that was the last, but the only other thing that I'd like to say is what is my assessment of the D-Link DHP. I think it's a great device, really simple to use, extremely easy setup, obviously. It's rated for 1 gigabyte, not in a million years. Don't think that if it was possible, I have a gigabyte network. I have 3 different routers here on the network, all of which are you know, really high-end, good routers, and no, there's no way possible that I'm getting anywhere near it. The highest I seen was 400 megabits per second, actually a little less than 400. So realistically, no. It's complete foolishness to suggest that you could get it. The wiring here is relatively, well, I guess it's relatively new, but anyway, the point is that you can expect that for problem areas, you could double, triple, quadruple your Wi-Fi speed. It does work for that. That's about it. Does it give you 1 gigabyte? Hell no. Are you going to get 600-700? Hell no. You can realistically expect that you're going to get about 200. That's about what you can expect from this this device. So I actually just completed the video and on the DHP. I had it finished, and then I thought about it and said, I wonder if I ran the DHP. Of course, that's plugged into a wire. My router's on the other side of the house, and I said, what if I ran it into another router? I just happen to have one, and then connected to that router via Wi-Fi. What kind of signal would I get? So I'm going to try that now. So I got my iPad here, so let's have a look-see. So I have 2 networks here. Okay, we'll go with the 2.4 gigahertz one first, and let's try that via speed test. Now I'm right next to the router, keeping in mind. So, you know, it has some, you know, 90 megabits per second is not bad. It's not spectacular, but considering the fact that, you know, what I was getting out here based on the other network, this is pretty good. So now I'll switch to the 5 gigahertz one. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, let's go back to the speed test. Try it again. So we're getting 200 out here hardwired. Okay, it doesn't seem to, okay, so we can scratch almost 100 out of it, right? So, you know, that's pretty practical if you've got it where, you know, you want it to broadcast a signal via Wi-Fi in a spot that was, you know, got a poor signal. You could potentially plug that in and then run the signal, as I have done here, into the router. And that's what I'm connected to there now, so that's pretty good. Anyway, I just thought that I would pass that on as a potential for anybody who's having some issues.